King of Monsters Productions here. Welcome back to the makeshift, partial, whatever you want to call it, review table. And we're continuing Jurassic Marathon today with the Jurassic World Dominion Ferocious Pack Moros Intrepidus. I have my problems with this figure, mainly due to the fact that it looks nothing like how he does in the film. And not only that, but this figure just generally looks a little weird, especially in the face area and just some exaggerated proportions for no reason. A lot of people complained about this figure. I agree with all those people. They did release a retooling of it in, I believe, the second wave with a more movie accurate paint job, still using the same the same model, so it still looks horrendous even with the paint. If I didn't get to show you guys, there is everybody again, and I added Miragea to the top. So, as these Jurassic World reviews go on, you're gonna see more of the, figures start to take over the shelf, and eventually it's just gonna be just Jurassic World figures. So, before we get into it, here's the front of the box, back of the box. Basically the exact same as the Miragea. Most of these look almost exactly the same. So, sorry for the wobbly camera. Remember that the tripod is on my bed, so it is a little wobbly, but let's unbox the Moros. Alright, so I readjusted the camera. Now you can see Miragea, part of Hulk. Let's just quickly, it's just two simple ones. 1, 2, and we're done. And that's it. Haha. Throw this box to the side, and here is the Moros Intrepidus. First thoughts, it doesn't look too bad. There are obvious, problems that I have with this figure, as I stated just before. But in terms of, just a general dinosaur figure, it looks okay. I wouldn't say it's like the best, small carnivore that they've released. That's for sure, but he's not terrible. Again, you can't tell that this is Moros. I mean, again, if you compare it to the movie design, this thing is not only not to scale with it, as the Moros would be more Compsognathus sized, maybe a little bit bigger than the Compy, due to its, more mass in terms of like bulkiness. So maybe it's a little bit bigger than the Compy, but I kind of understand why they had to make him a little bit bigger. But please, they could have gone with a more movie accurate, scheme. The paint as well, I have problems with it. There are many things that the Mattel could have improved on this. This figure doesn't exactly look the best. That's all I'm gonna say. The figure doesn't look the best. So, way to kick off November, guys, with the Moros Intrepidus. So, in terms of paint, unlike the Miragea, where I could give it a slide because I do like what they did here, I don't like this. I'm sorry, but this just generally looks ugly. I hate to say that, but this figure is just Scorpius Rex ugly. I mean, look at the face. The face is really like, they could have made this any more unappealing. Like, this isn't the Moros. I will not let that go. This is not the Moros Intrepidus from Jurassic World Dominion. This is just not. This is like a Troodon mixed with some a Spinosaurid due to the spines. Like, this isn't Moros. This is just some random small carnivore that we just don't know the name of. This ain't Moros. In terms of paint, why aren't these painted? Why aren't these painted? Before, we would get painted toenails, but never painted hands. Why, Mattel? Is it really that hard to simply paint the toenails and the fingernails? Why is that so hard? This looks disgusting. Like, why didn't they want to put that extra effort in? See, with the Miragea, I kind of understand. I still wish that they, painted the I still wish that they painted the toes, but they're small. They're much smaller compared to this. Like this, they could have done. They usually do this all the time. They will paint these. And for Jurassic World Dominion, it's something that I noticed with almost every single figure that they did. They don't paint either of these. Like, they just don't care. And that's stupid, and that's very upsetting. Especially, you know. Now, I mean, come on, Mattel. Really. And then this puke green for the skin color with some tan. The tan is okay looking, I guess. That's not even tan. That's more palish. That's like this reminds me of the color of sand. And then some orange and no accents, nothing. It's just orange. This looks so out of place. Good Lord, I hate to be this negative. And I know that this is kid stuff. I understand that. But there are, you know, adult collectors that collect Mattel Jurassic World line. I mean, and we're getting this? Are you kidding me? Like, I have never have I ever been so disappointed in a Mattel action figure like this before. I have never been this way. I thought opening this box, opening the figure, looking at it all around, I thought maybe my opinions would change. But no. If anything, it's gotten worse. I mean, now that I'm taking a look at it with you guys, the paint is horrendous. They didn't even bother to paint the toe or the fingernails. The colors are very weird choices. This is Hasbro level. I'm sorry, but this is Hasbro level. In terms of articulation, it's not too bad. Of course, you got the up and down at the head. You go full 360. That's scary. Jaw's on a hinge. Unfortunately, mine has a problem where it cannot close its jaw. Boy, man. Can do it full 360. I'm not going to do that, though. And it can go out, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Out, not too much, though. Oh, wait, no, they can't go out at all. These just go up and down. They couldn't have added that. And then the tail can go there. Which, I'm not going to complain about the articulation. The articulation is similar to basically every small carnivore. So, I'm not going to nag them in any way, shape, or form for this. But, we could get on to the size comparisons. Alright, now on to the size comparison. So, we'll start off with our usual suspects. Here he is next to the NECA Jason from Part 7. And for being Moros, and for being as big as he is compared to, say, the NECA, not the NECA, sorry, compared to the actual human characters that Mattel actually made for the line, compared to Jason, that's not too bad, but again, not to scale at all. If this were to scale, Moros would be down here. Speaking of NECA, here he is next to Kills Michael. Kills Michael as in Halloween Kills. Jeez. Almost just fell on me. I gotta hold Sonic up, but here he is next to Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, he's a newcomer to the review table. Yep. Same size as Sonic the Hedgehog. We'll save Miragea for a little bit. Here he is next to Godzilla. Yes, each monster has 2019 Godzilla. Yep, he's decently sized again, not to scale. And of course, here he is next to the SH Figure Arts Hulk from Avengers Infinity War. And of course, as our last size comparison, Hulk won't stand. Alright. Yep, but this is just like a basic thing. He should be like up here. And as our last thing, here he is next to the Ferocious Pack Miragea. Alright, final thoughts time. And this figure is not like for us collectors. I feel like Mattel has really... Listen, I love the Hammond collection, and I think that what they're doing with that line is amazing. But now it's coming to the point where now they're just, forgetting about this line, the standard Dominion line, and focusing it all for collectors on the standard line. And honestly, that's a little annoying. Not that they're focusing a lot on the Hammond collection. I love what they're doing. We've already gotten so many species. I still have yet to get Alan Grant, but I have most of Wave 1 and 2. Haven't gotten Wave 3. I do have the Dilophosaurus on pre-order, and hope to get him soon, as well as Ellie Sattler. Need to get that, and then I need to get all the new figures that have been revealed, such as Ray Arnold, the Packy from The Lost World, Robert Muldoon, the Male Raptor from JP3, the Concavinator, Geosternbernia, I think I said that right, and the Ankylosaurus from JP3. I need to get all of those, but back to this. Yeah, they're putting all that, effort into that and leaving this. It is very annoying due to the simple fact that, the normal wave, you can't just forget about it. I get it that this wave is mainly meant for kids, but we collectors, we still collect the normal line. Like, you're still, in a way, letting us down, Mattel. Like, I'm not trying to be, extremely down, but this figure could have been so much better if not only did they go by the actual film design, but, just treated this like a normal figure, and instead of painting nothing like they have been doing, at least give us painted toenails. I'm less bothered by the fingernails because from the start that's been a problem, but for the toenails you couldn't even be bothered to paint that, and that's sad. I think it even carries over to the other figures, which we'll take a look at later in the Jurassic Marathon, where we'll review some of the larger figures that come out during this Jurassic World Dominions run. But yeah, this figure was disappointing on a lot of levels, and the highest I'm going to give this is a 5.3. I mean, this figure could have been so much more. This thing is probably going to be one of the lowest on the channel. Again, I understand that this figure is meant for kids, but even the Playmates roaring Kong and Godzilla are better than this, due to the simple fact that at least Playmates took the time to, not only get the designs right, but they gave you a little action feature where you push the button and it roars. This you're just getting an articulated figure. This is better than the Playmates due to the simple fact that, at least these are painted, and overall, this figure is just, it's a herbivore. And even then, it gets the job done. This has a design that exists already, and they didn't follow it at all, and the figure just looks ugly in the face specifically. The paint that they chose for it is just mismatched, and it reminds me of the freaking Hasbro days, which I hate to say that, but this really does remind me of the Hasbro JP3 Spino. Not from the line. I'm not talking about JP3. I don't know why I said JP3. I meant Jurassic World. Do you remember the small ones that they came out with where you'd flick the tail and they do a roaring feature? I think those were I forgot what they were called, but they made a Spinosaurus and its colors were eerily similar to the Moros Intrepidus colors, and I hate this. I really do. This figure sucks. It's a 5.3. Disappointing. Truly. This is even worse than the Batman. Good Lord, this thing let me down a lot. So, yeah, this is a real low point. Hopefully, maybe in the future, other figures in this wave or line will pick it up for me. But right now, this figure sucks. It really does. And 5.3. Forgot what the rating for this one was. I think I was like a 7.4. This is a big improvement over this. Screw this. This is the superior figure. This has been King of the Monsters Productions on episode 2 of, you know, the Jurassic Marathon, and this has been true disappointment. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.